Finally, the news that most fans of the Walking Dead universe wanted to hear is now official. Rick Grimes will indeed return to the universe of the Walking Dead. And this news is very connected with the other revelations we had. It connects in a big way. You can see how suggestive this is. Who revealed this? Who was that? When will he come back? How does he come back? Will it be a definitive or punctual return again? Yeah, I will answer this in this video, a very important point, and if you wanna know, stay here and let's go. Hello everyone watching this beautiful channel, my name is João Victor and I'm back again to talk about the Walking Dead universe because we have a big important news. One of the things in this universe that excites me too much. This news that everyone wants to see about Rick Grimes, the head of this universe. Let's talk about it because we have a huge revelation. I will explain how important and revealing this is, but first don't forget to check the like button in this video. It's very important and helps me a lot with the promotion, and also don't forget to subscribe in this channel so you don't miss any news about the Walking Dead universe. And let's go, because now it's really serious. It's not speculation or anything. It's not a fan theory. In this case, what you're seeing on the screen there is a trailer material from the last time we saw Rick Grimes in the Walking Dead universe, which was in The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live, Rick and Michonne's series, which came out last year, 2024. In this case, it's been a year and a half since this series came out, and those who watched The Ones Who Live know that the ending, although it's satisfying, meeting the children and everything, they still didn't make a complete circle. Things were missing, because they will do it later, and I had already said that this was probably going to happen. Those who follow the channel here know how much I talk about the signs of a great reunion that is about to happen in the universe of The Walking Dead. I made a video talking about it, the reunion of all the characters, of all the spin-offs. It's what the universe needs, what the fans need, because most of the fans are discouraged, especially with Dead City, the story, the direction it has been taking, and the spin-off about Daryl Dixon, which is even more interesting. People even like it more because it even brings some reference and points that really add to this universe, but there are more reference because the main plot, as I said in the recent video, the main plot is about Rick Grimes. Yeah, let's talk about the first point of this revelation. This is very important for you to understand the moment when this happens. In this case, in July of this year, we had a famous San Diego Comic-Con, and as every year there is a big panel of The Walking Dead, this year only focused on Daryl Dixon, and the big announcement that was brought there is that the 4th season of The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, the next one, will be the last of the series, the last of this spin-off. The first announcement of the end of one of these spin-offs after the main show ends. The last season, which will be season 4, is already being filmed now and will be released in the second half of 2026, in the next year. But another confirmation that came there, and that's where this is very important, at this same event it was confirmed that although it is the end of Daryl's series, it is definitely not the end of Daryl in the story. Norman Reedus himself in other interviews has been saying and repeating this several times. We're going to end the story, this journey, this stage of the story, always emphasizing that Daryl will continue later, and it's completely obvious that the reason for that is because they're going to come home. There will be the reunion between the characters, the production that will show everyone together. And then with this first point, with this remembered, let's go to Rick's point. For those who don't know, Andrew Lincoln, the actor who plays Rick, since 2018, when he left The Walking Dead in season 9, most of his time he spends in the countryside of England, the interior of his own country, always hidden from the media and everything else. A recent update was even from the actor himself as well, revealing that during the period after he left The Walking Dead, he received several proposals from Hollywood, from major Hollywood productions to participate, and he simply refused, because his main proposal is to stay with his family, to follow the growth of his children, because with The Walking Dead he lost a lot of that. So after he left The Walking Dead, after staying like this for a long time, the only time he really left was to go back to The Ones Who Live, which he spent about 5 months there in 2023 in the state of New Jersey, there in the United States, filming The Ones Who Live. But after that he returned to England and only filmed a production that has come out now, which is a thriller series called Cold Water, but that those who watched it are speaking very well of this series. But then, why did it take me so long to get there? Precisely because it's about this series. In the interviews about this show that the actor spoke, in this case a lot of people insist with him. In the interviews he gave, he doesn't want to talk about other shows, but for the first time he was short and direct. During the interview, the host asked if he would ever return to the Walking Dead franchise, and here it is. Despite Lincoln's attempt to politely dodge the question, the answer was enough to cause a commotion. He said that there's a conversation going on right now. Also, there's more, I have more to talk about, there's more revelation, but the very important point is that for the first time it comes out of the actor's mouth that there's something official going on about Rick's return on The Walking Dead. And I want to talk about how important that is, even though it's a short answer because it's very much the same. It's very similar to the line that Lauren Cohan, Maggie's actress, gave not long as well. Not long ago, Darrow's actor confirmed that he is finishing his series, and also not long ago, still in July, the actress Lauren Cohan, during interviews about Dead City, confirmed to the Collider website that they had a conversation about bringing all the characters together, and they discussed how much it was going to blow people's heads, how interesting it would be to have a gigantic final reunion, the ultimate reunion, which is the way she speaks. In the interview, the actress confirmed that there was a conversation, there was a meeting to talk about it, and now our friend Andrew Lincoln, the central character of the Walking Dead universe, appears to confirm, to make official that there's a conversation going on right now about Rick's return to the Walking Dead. But what is the other important revelation that I talked about? The other important revelation is that 2 weeks after this revelation from Andrew Lincoln, Norman Reedus appeared in a Comic-Con in Spain saying that he saw Andrew Lincoln's interview. He confirms that is true. He says that there's a conversation happening right now about Andrew Lincoln's return, but Norman says specifically about a return to a reunion. Yeah, a lot of people talking about the same point, so this is happening right now. But then we go to the other part of the video, which I know that with this confirmation from the actor, a lot of people are left with several questions, and we will talk about what is most likely to answer these questions. The first question is, now with that confirmation, when will Rick come back? Well, the answer is in the meeting of all the characters that should happen. That's obvious. We don't know when this meeting will happen. The only thing that has to happen next year that we know is that there's a possibility of Rick appearing in the 4th season of Darrow that is being filmed now. I still believe that in the end of season 4 we will see Darrow and Carol returning home and possibly seeing Rick from afar. Darrow and Rick will now finally meet, but not showing everything about the meeting. It can even show a hug, it can even show a silhouette of him meeting, or just Darrow seeing Rick from afar, but I think that's at most. So the first thing to answer that question, when he comes back, the first chance is already next year in a quick scene, him appearing briefly at the end of Darrow Dixon. But yeah, if you take this confirmation from the actor, join it with the confirmation of Darrow's actor, join it with Lauren Cohan's confirmation, all this that happening now, I tell you that in the Comic-Con San Diego next year, there will be the big announcement of where everyone will gather. At most at next year's Comic-Con. I think it will start at the end of Darrow's spin-off next year, so they can already publicize the great production that will bring everyone together, like they did in the end of The Walking Dead with The Ones Who Live. This is the answer to the first question about when. So let's go to the next one. Another big question is, how will Rick come back? And my answer is, my opinion, Rick finishes The Ones Who Live, meeting his children, and most likely arriving at the Commonwealth. So I believe it will be shown Rick, along with Michonne, being part of the Civic Republic Council, which is now in theory pacified, but facing new problems that will appear there. Herds of millions of zombies that are so ready to attack, as Major General Bill warned, and other possible infiltrators of Major General Bill. All these revelations came out in the last episode of The Ones Who Live. But at this moment, we will see Rick and Michonne with relations with the Commonwealth already, so already showing him have relations with the characters from the Commonwealth, Ezekiel back, the Alexandria guys, Aaron and Gabriel, all these people, and yeah, reconnecting with Daryl and Carol, finally together with them, working together to overcome a common evil, probably the last big villain of The Walking Dead, probably the zombie evolution, probably the mission to find a cure, something to resolve this virus, this problem. But yeah, the way Rick Grimes should come back should be like that, based on the way he ended The Ones Who Live. Then it's up to them to create something, to develop the rest. And we hope it's very interesting. But one thing, in case you haven't noticed it, this will be Rick's third return after he left The Walking Dead in 2018. So in my opinion, this return is going to be a definitive return. It's going to be the last time Rick is going to return to The Walking Dead. How long will this last? I don't know. I would say a quick appearance at the end of Daryl's season 4, and then an appearance in a whole season of everybody reuniting on some series that they are going to create of 6, 8 or 10 episodes. I hope it's 10, because like I said, it's going to be the third time he's back on The Walking Dead. After he left the series in 2018, the first time he came back was at the end of the main show, in the season 11, in the last episode there, showing those scenes of the moment he tried to escape the CRM and everything. The second return was in The Ones Who Live, which is considered by me and several people to be the best spin-off made after The Walking Dead. The most interesting story really, because it's the best perfect continuation of that ending that has Judith and Rick Jr. waiting at the gate. And even if you don't agree that it's the best spin-off, for AMC it's the best spin-off, because it was the one that gave the most audience of all, it was the one that gave most money of all, and it's what the people, everyone, is the one that most are asking for the continuation. That's why they must be negotiating with Andrew Lincoln again for him to come back. And that's also why I say here that it should be Rick's last return. Go right in the comments what you think about this revelation, this news. There's more to see about the future of The Walking Dead and Daryl's spin-off. I will bring more, so be sure to subscribe in this channel so don't miss. Leave the like button here, it helps me a lot with the promotion. Thank you for watching this video, I'll be back soon, and bye!